So, guys, sorry for the cut off. Welcome back to what was about to be our race finale, but unfortunately, yes, we have some technical issues. The game, when somebody left for some reason, the game just decided that it was a good time to crash, and on PlayStation, when your game crashes, it stops the stream. So apologies for that. Weather is still dynamic, so that will need to change. I think you may be doing the grid first. I only got the spectator mode. So, Jensen, are you here, sir? Are you back with me?
Yes.
Ah, hello. So, yeah, technical difficulties are the bane of our season, I think. But in the end, we have always got there. So, can we just talk more about Pedro? I don't think he got enough credit for that qualifying session. P9 on the grid. I think he's waited too late to show that kind of performance. Would you agree, Jensen?
Will the grid penalties still apply off
Yes,
quality results?
I would think so. I think he would just go the way the grid was sitting as was. We have chats. Welcome, guys. Please, if you can as well, like the new video. If you haven't already, sub to the channel, please do so as well. I say this every week, Jensen will love anybody long time that subs to this channel. And he gives a lot of good loving. Not sexually. So, Adam will set the grid. The weather is now done as well, because I see it's changed to custom. So I think we will be set. Hopefully all the guys remember to get their setups on. Top 10 must fall into that same strategy. Apart from Skarma, he has that free tyre choice. Yes, Pelly, it does. If you were starting on the softs, it does help out a bit, but it's still, even on the qualifying tyre, it's still an easy soft to medium strat anyway, so I don't think there's much gain in it. You probably just have a lap or two less of a slightly worn tyre, really. But yes, it's always nice to start. Getting off the grid on a fresh set's nice. That's what I would say. That's probably where you notice the biggest difference, your actual race start. So Jensen, one thing we've never done, we've got to do it one last time for the season. We've done it all season long. We need to have a prediction. We need a podium shout for the one last time. So, what is your call?
Oh god. This is gonna be a hard one. I think I'm gonna go very out of the question this one. Let's go with Pelly for the win, Rage Hunter P2, and Mike P3, maybe.
Ooh, interesting. So Mike's got, Jensen has the title going to Nelly. Damn, I don't even remember what the front three was. Pelly, Mr. Rage, and...
It's Mr. Rage, Pelly, and I think it's... Mikey?
Mikey starting from his pod. That's a strong showing from Mikey as well. That's something
I know Mikey had a good lap. I'm pretty sure it got P3, P4.
Probably
Let's see.
This race director. He is P3. Maharton as well, starting P4. It's a solid effort. So everybody's went back onto the tyres. Skarma, yeah, he's went to mediums again. Obviously, he's jumping on the medium. Pedro, probably happy now. Pedro probably gains a lot. I think he done a double run in that soft, or it wasn't the best inlet, so he gains a lot. He'll feel a lot more comfortable like going in that top 10 strategy now, I would think. So it's tough. It's a really tough race because you want to give the guys up racing up front because they're different. It's their time to shine. But we have so much on the line at the back of the grid as well off the start. It's yeah, it's going to be tension everywhere.
So I think it'll only be a shorter break this time. Just get everyone set up and tyres, and that's pretty much it.
So what's my podium? I'm going SPW for the win. I'm going to give him his victory of the season. I'm going to go for Mike P2, and I think Pelly will be P3, but he'll lose that to Mikey on penalties. Not try to jinx you, Pelly, honest. I have all faith that you don't get any penalties and you go and do what you done. At the last race you were very dominant. But
here we go.
I'd like to make a bold call.
Okay. I'm listening.
So that was my top 3. SPW from Mike. And Pelly will finish P3, but he will lose that to Mikey to time penalties.
Oh, so you're going for an actual end of race situation prediction or something?
I've went really bold. Just last race of the season, why not? I've got every other one wrong, so it makes no difference. So, away they go. Welcome, welcome all. Please, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please do.
If I was an FRL, I'd be going Serge, Mike, Nelly, the opposite order of the bottom 3.
What are they all on the mediums at the back there? Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Mediums all the way up to Sebo, who starts softs, F-Flow's softs, Skarma mediums,
F-Flow's in the Mercedes.
Oh yeah, he's on a different car. No,
so he may have forgot to pick a car. That might be it. But note the grid is right without the grid pens. The Lewis takes that grid pen, and he's starting on the softs as well. So that's good.
I think he'd be one to watch as well. F. Lewis, I think he had some strong pace in the car. I think you could see him coming through the pack a little. Can Pedro get a good start and make some moves early in the race?
So Mr. Rage going very, very slow on this formation lap, don't you think?
Yes, he is just tickling it. That gaggle of cars on Hanger Straight. Full grid.
That
well,
is
one of us just came round.
Huge gaggle of cars, and now we're in the final few corners. It's time to line up and hopefully get going with this race, because this is took a bit of a while, huh?
Yes.
25 minutes or so, or 20 minutes after it should have really got going.
Yes, but in the end we get there.
Yeah, just about.
So again, for one last time, Jensen, it is over to you for lights out.
Yeah, we've got Alfa Romeo of Mr. Rage on pole. We got championship contenders 14th and 15th on the grid. It is only neck and neck now for one more time this season, one more time on F1 2020. Of course, OTL Elite, we've still got the season to do, but last on OTL Season 2, Round 19, finale at Silverstone, and the lights are out. And they're away in a puff of smoke. It's a great start from Pelly. Pelly gets a better run over Mr. Race. They go through turn 1. Everyone's going to keep clean. They're all going side by side here. But Pelly gets the better run. Mikey slots into P2. They're all going at it coming into turn 3. And there's been a spinner in the back. And that is Cebu and a spin. But I think he's kept it out of any wall at all. But it's all been a pretty clean start to lap 1 there. A lot of position changes, Chris, going on, but
yes, for the back, we had Nelly, probably their biggest gainer out the back, guys. He's up to P11.
Oh, yeah,
his brother Sergi is up to P13 as well.
Oh,
I think Mike was just being cautious.
Here we go. Oh, it's going to go 2 wide here. They're going 3 wide.
And here comes
maybe
Michael
4
as
wide.
well.
It is 4 wide almost. And oh, it's going to be close. Oh, and Serge's gone really wide. Mike and Skarma side by side, but Mike takes the position now. That was a pretty interesting turn of events there.
Pedro here coming under pressure from Rob Wills. The thing is, Pedro's got a little bit of advantage on the ERS, so as long as he can stay in front, which I think he will. At the top hand straight, I think he will retain. F. Lewis, I said,
Skarma goes wide.
Oh, sorry.
And Adam and Skarma, they're going side by side as well at the back. And is there any switch back? Adam's just going to slot in behind, I think. And Pelly, I think he's just glitched.
Been a glitch, as usual.
Hopefully it doesn't actually drop him down to P16, but should fix as he crosses the sector 1 split.
Look at Mr. Rage, he's all over the back of Mikey. He's going to no DRS this lap because my lap is also bugged. He's trying to have a run at Mikey though, ERS on. Mikey's going to defend that inside line. Mr. Rage thinks about swooping it round the outside. Not quite there this time around. Mikey with absolutely immaculate car placement on the road and defending that overtake very well.
Yeah, it's good stuff from Mikey there. He is.
And here comes, sorry, jump in, Ranger, YouTube and Rage Hunter side by side up into Cops. And I think Ranger gets back through there on Rage Hunter, so he's trying to claw back the positions he lost early on in the race.
I think the gaps are a bit glitched at the moment. Interval displays the leader gap and leader displays the interval gap, and all frozen from lap 1 ending.
Yes, the game is...
Mikey ain't necessarily letting Pelly get away as well.
And there's Rob Wills just get through. Pedro went a little deep into, I think it's Vale, could be wrong. The top of hand.
Oh, what's happened? That's Nelly and Mike. Nelly and Mike, the 2 championship contenders. They both come together. It looks like they're both in a spin at the exit of Stowe, and that is big implications in the championship. What's happened there between the two? But they're down in 15th and 16th now. I think Mike may have gone for a move on Nelly, maybe. I don't know, but that is not helping them at all. They're now a whole 15 seconds behind. They're almost a pit stop behind the leaders. And that's not where they want to be.
I'm trying to say, I don't think any of the 2 of them get any damage. No, they did not.
Espar Goofy and Cebu Flottery both fighting through Luffield and Brooklands there before, but I think Cebu comes out on top in that little battle. At the moment I think it's all sort of separated a bit, but Pedro on Rob Wills, Chris possibly.
Yeah,
coming
just
in the
on
next
the F
few
Lewis
moments.
there, he has. He's got the DRS as well, so Pedro coming at them. Rob Wills D-rating as well. Pedro needs to see that light flashing and think, oh, I can get on the attack here, tuck in, stay nice and tight to him, and then maybe have a run
really
down into the
there.
chicane. Not quite close though. I think Rob Wills had the better exit.
Not enough. But it showed Rob Wills is out the DRS. It shows how powerful that DRS is going to be
Yes,
in this race.
massively.
Rob Wills needs to get a move on to get in that DRS gap. He's got just about a second, but
And Mike in Nelly's pace to catch back up to this pack is absolutely hideous. They're absolutely flying back there. I think the gap was like 12 seconds to the back of the pack, and it's already down to 5.
and then they have to make their way through though.
Yes.
That's their issue.
But I don't think
Mikey
Nelly
is
will
kept
do.
really with them though. Chris, look at the gap at the front. this race win could go either way for these guys. Pelly, Mikey or Mr. Rage, they're all three of them looking contention to win this race.
They're all, I think their pace is very, very even as well, because they're all sitting around about the same ERS mark. I think at this stage fuel will be pretty similar as well, so I think these guys are very, very evenly matched in terms of race pace. Mikey looks very confident through Magus and Beckett's though. He gained a good few tenths in Pelly. Pelly holds that inside line to try and keep out the toe as much as possible, but Mikey will squeeze up ever so slightly. I think he's looking maybe just to stay there for now.
I think, yeah, they're just a bit quicker than the two championship contenders as well at the back of the field. But Pelly at the moment, he is using a lot of energy. He's on 33% at the moment. Mikey 50%. Rage just about 50% as well. Mikey had the fastest lap that lap as well. Chris is 28.3. This is good, really good pace on the soft tyre, considering the start of the race. And see what our championship contenders are doing. Mike takes the fastest lap away by only 200ths of a second, but Nelly was very slow, and Mike picks up a penalty, Chris, already.
Oh no.
But he's right on the back of his rival.
Long race though, Silverstone. Safety car could come. Safety car changes absolutely everything. The dynamic of the race could go straight up in the air, so Mike's just got to keep his head down there. He's got more pace in hand at the moment. Just needs to stay focused. Not waste time behind Nelly, but not overfight it.
Here comes Mikey. Chris, Pelly went a little bit wide there. He's going to use the energy. Same with Pelly, but I think he's going to back off the energy now. And Mikey getting ever closer. He just needs to run out of one of the corners to take it. And Mr. Rage picks up a penalty as well. The two Alfa Romeos, Chris, they are fighting for the Constructors' Championship as well. There's 45 points between them and Ferrari. And a penalty is not going to help him. Mr. Rage picks up the fastest lap, but cost of a penalty is not really where he wants to be. But look at the gaps now. Mikey surely going for a move soon. Mr. Rage just hanging on in there, being right there. Here comes Mikey. He's going to use the energy here. He's going to go for it into Brooklands, like Mark Webber and Alonso maybe. Nope. Get close again, but not enough. This is going to carry on for a
quite
good while.
some time, I think, yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Rage now looks to be getting the better run and Mikey up towards Cops. Is he going to think about trying to swing one side by side? Don't think he's close enough this time around.
Dirty, yeah, you're not going to be able to follow like that through Cobbs. Mr. Rage will have to back out a little bit there. And there comes Mikey through Max Beckett. This is not going to be close enough this lap. Pelly
Oh,
goes
Mr.
really
Rage is
wide.
away, that's it. He's going to hit the wall and that's going to be a retirement. Jensen, he dropped
God.
it coming out of Beckett's. And that could be the safety car that the guys in the back maybe needed. Let's watch this and see what happens. He may be far enough off the track and full course yellow. Is his safety car out?
I think that is, yeah. Let's check. It's a virtual safety car, Chris.
Yes, he out. So huge for the guys on the soft tyres.
That's a free pit stop, isn't it? And they'll easily make it to the end as well, which is big for them. But who's going to come out in front here, Chris? If Mikey gets the better stop. And it's hard tyres for Pelly. Pelly's been held a little bit, I think. No, he's been glitched. Mikey on the mediums, Pelly on the hards. That's big for this race, Chris. Mikey on the better strategy.
Over the lead, chose not to box on his soft compound tyre. That's interesting there from Maharton. I think he may have just compromised some positions when it comes time to pits. There is.
And the two Hasses, look at. And that's Sibu is getting held. And Mike, he's not going to be able to get through as the Haas guys. Look at them double stacking here. Oh no. This has got absolute scenes in the pits, Chris. And there's been a spin. It's SPW. It's had a spin as well. And did he pit
he
to
did.
a
I
new
think
tyre?
he's on a fresh medium now.
Yes, he did. So, at the moment, if you look at the tyres though, Chris, Pelly's got started to get a gap here on those hards, but Mikey is on the best tyre at the moment. If he gets the move done, if he gets the move done on Pelly, he could possibly challenge this race victory. And considering Pelly picks up penalties usually in these races, I think this could be an opportunity for Mikey. He's never won in HR, WRL, OTL yet. So,
could this be his day? Look at SPW here coming in, Rob Wills. He's got an absolute storming run. He's going to breeze up that inside time on the medium compound tyre. And up he goes into P8 now, catching up to Rage
as well. Just remember, Chris, if Mikey does win this, it'll be on merit as well. So that'll be another one for him. But Rage Hunter going for the soft tyres. That's an interesting strategy call there from Rage Hunter and Ferrari. But Nelly is up in P4. He's going pretty well on his strategy at the moment, and the net race leader is on his tail.
Maharton picks up his first time penalty of the race.
What do you think's going to happen here, Chris, between Nelly and Pelly? As they're closing.
Pelly gets gaining in him.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. What's Nelly going to do? Is he going to not fight this if Pelly gets close enough? Or is he going to fight this and try and go for the win himself? At the moment, where the other pit stops, gap is a bit too far up. If they could get past lap 11, those mediums, they could take the softs to the end. But I don't know. Interesting one.
So who's still to actually, let's have a little check. Who's all still to take a pit stop? Just Mr. Rage is out. Oh yeah, I watched him crash earlier, of course. So top four still not pitted.
So
the rest have took the stop. Yeah, that very much was. Apologies to all. So where is our gaps? Let's go to Ranger. He's right on the back of F. Lewis. Maybe this is a battle brewing. Both guys on the hard compound tyre, so quite a few of the guys did not like the look of that medium tyre to the end.
God.
Ranger get very close there to the back of F. Lewis. He tried to take a big chunk out his diffusal there.
F. Lewis deactivates ERS very early. Ranger uses a lot, but he's not going to get close enough for a move yet. I think Lewis on the conservative drive at the moment. And Pelly is within DRS, I think. He got within a gap, but no, he didn't get DRS there, but I think he's going to get it next lap.
Making Pedro now fighting hard.
Mikey lacking the pace really on these mediums. Like we probably thought they would have better pace, but at the moment
and no gifts coming in the way of Mike and Pedro. It's game on between the two. Oh, and Mike sent one round the outside, and Pedro's getting the squeeze on, nearly puts him on the grass. DRS open. Oh, and
that was close.
Oh, and he nearly has contact.
Take each other out there.
Oh,
he gets through though. Pedro's going for it again. Oh, he's not going to get that through, but that was a good effort from both of them. That was really good.
Good racing.
Okay, Chris, here we go. Pelly and DRS. 5 tenths away from Nelly, and Nelly's caught up to Officer Doofy as well. That could be perfect for Nelly. Nelly could get through and not have to worry about Pelly for another lap or two, maybe.
That is a very good point. And Nelly has a big ERS advantage to Pelly, so Pelly's strained a lot trying to catch him up. Is that going to compromise when it comes to the actual overtake? It's coming on an absolute blinder. A run here at Nelly though. Nelly counters that. I think they're above the DRS, ERS at the top end of the straight just to neutralise the incoming threat. And he will retain that P4 for now. Starting to get a little bit busy at the front end of this grid. Skarma, Doofy, Nelly and Pelly all pretty close, and who this is working well for is Mikey. Hopefully he can use this to catch back up a little. Look at Pelly here coming at Nelly. Nelly maybe having a look at Officer Doofy. I don't think he's going to be close enough this time around. Nelly doesn't really have to overtake Pelly. Looking at his inside line, is he going to go inside to outside? Maybe look at the cutback here, better drive. Nelly gets out the corner well though. And Pedro's retired.
Pedro out. That's on the straight as well.
Safety
is that going to be...
full course safety
and
car?
that is a full course safety car. And that is blown the race right open. Martin's going to take the lead of the race.
Oh yes,
as
he
he'll be pitting for brand new tyres under the safety car, and Skarman's going to take the net P2, I think, maybe, unless other guys don't pit. But the guys can go to the softs if they're on the mediums to the end of the race. Nelly will take the softs. Nelly could possibly still win this race, even from the back of the grid. They're all going to come in. Let's see what they do. Of course, Martin should be going on to the mediums, as he started on the soft tyres, and there they are, medium tyres for him, and I think Martin will retain the lead, potentially. Let's see where Pelly ends up.
Through. I think Pelly's going to go through here.
Yeah, he's going to go through. Same with Mikey. Martin's going to end up P3 though, on brand new mediums. He has got a penalty, but he's still in a good position. Nelly, soft tyres. Skarma, hard tyres. So Skarma, not comfortable with the soft tyres going to the end, so he picks that route, and he will be coming out in P4 on those hards.
Bear with me 1 second, Jensen, just while I grab the restroom. So I am back, safety car out as we said. Pelly leads on a fuel lap old hard from Mikey on a full lap old medium, but Maharton sits there in P3 on a fresh set of mediums. Then we've got Scum on a fresh set of hards, Doofy P5 on the fresh softs, so Doofy gained massively as well. So game on here. Game on. 1 second, chat. So Ranger picks up a time penalty there for multiple warnings. That's under the safety car, so that's not ideal scenario at all. It's not what you want to be doing. Oh, and somebody's picked up damage. Who get damage there?
Where was that?
I think that might have been Skarma. I think he might have just picked up damage from Maharton there.
He got a penalty as well. Yeah, he got a 5-second penalty for that. And that's a really unfortunate for Skarma as well. He's running P4.
I'm not really
And
sure. Maharton's an AI.
Skarmo's either got to pit, but if he does pit, I don't think he's going to come in this lap, Chris. So Skarmo, he's going to have to run with damage and a 5-second penalty to the end of the race.
Which is kind of rubbish for him. He's on for a good one. Not really sure if he's accidentally ran into the back of Maharton there, or because I say Maharton was an AI, and I don't think the AI would brake suddenly unless it has Pele going to have a little moment on the grass. That's not what you want to be doing on a hard tyre before a restart. The safety car coming in, I don't think it is.
I think, yeah, it is. Pack is being backed up. Pele preparing.
I've not got it on my screen.
It's a bit bugged because when the safety car comes out for me, like it didn't come up after pausing and unpaused to see it.
Oh yeah, so safety car has went in. My game has just been a turd, no surprise there from Codemasters. So Pele going very slow in the hards. Warm up can be tricky, but
He's
he
got
is
to watch
working
out
them.
here. Mikey is in the best possible position to win, and Skarmo goes into the pits, and he's straight in, and I think that's a retirement. Him speeding in there. Actually, no. Because he didn't, I don't think he actually did speed in there.
And look at this, look at Maharton and Mikey, sorry to jump in on you there, Jensen, but Maharton's right beside Mikey into one. Backs out at this time.
Mikey is. Here comes Martin. The outside line is open for Martin. He's going to try it. No, he's not. Not then. He's going to try the outside line again. No.
And he needs to watch because Duffy's right there on the sauce, but Maharton's coming again. He's having a right good look at Mikey here. Time penalty or not, he is hungry to get up that grid. He knows he's on a fresh tyre.
Adam could win this race. If he gets through these guys, and Nelly struggles through these guys, this could be big for Adam. That would be his first win in like 2.5 years or so, something like that. Crazy amount. But see what he does. He's got Nelly though right behind him, looking to finish off a class season from himself. But here comes Adam. Adam doesn't get the greatest exit. He's going to use all the energy here. He's going to get closer to Martin, and oh, it's going to be really close. Nelly tries to get an outside run. He's going to get the run here into the final chicane on the outside of Officer Doofy. Oh, he goes really deep. He goes wide, and that is really costing.
And SPW is going to come up the inside there now as well.
SPW, he is not out of this as well. SPW could win this. And Nelly's coming right back. Nelly's going to go for a move here. On the outside, here we go. Through turn 3, SPW cutting that line off. Don't want Nelly to get anywhere past him here, which is just what Officer Doofy wants. Because he can just chill right there as here comes Nelly, absolutely using everything. SPW putting his car in the middle of the track, prevent Nelly from getting through. Perfect from him.
So let's look at Duffy. Is he gaining enough from Maharton? And that's starting to stretch the legs a little bit here. It's pretty even. Pele used a little just to stretch the legs in the hard, but that hard tyre, I think it may start to cost him. I think it's... Yeah, Pele though, he's one man that on a low grip tyre can really put some pace in, so we'll stay with it.
He's used a lot of energy. He is 25% more used than Mikey, and Mikey, he just needs to keep the DRS, and he's pretty much golden for a chance of victory here. And look at Adam. Adam picks up a penalty. No, Adam. No. The chance of the win is gone. Adam. Oh, that is actually so
look at Mike. He's up to P10, so Mike making moves as well. He is not over with this.
Yeah, next car ahead, Ranger. Here we go. And Nelly is getting over the back of SPW here. He's using absolutely everything to his disposal, and I think he's too far away this time.
But look at Rage Hunter on Nelly.
Look at Martin as well, he's over the back of Mikey here. Mikey needs to get a good sector here. Petty's going to use a bit of energy to get that gap. I think Mikey has to use a bit here to get within DRS. Unless he gets a good run. And here he goes, he's using the energy. And Mikey has secured the DRS, Chris, which secures the DRS train all the way down to P10.
And Pelly derating,
Oh,
so
that's a bit of a
Mikey
moment! And Mike's going to the back of Ranger. Ranger had a moment.
For
Mike has
Michael.
gone. Yeah, Mike's got massive damage, and I'm afraid to say it, but that is pretty much championship done, I'd say. for Mike.
Valiant effort nonetheless from Michael.
And
is he going to stay and go out swinging is the question.
I think he's going to carry on going, at least. Not retired. Yeah, in the pits, so I think he's going to go for...
He's going to go out swinging, which is valiant, good lad.
I mean, he won't be last. Skarner's last at the moment, of course, pitted off his damage as well.
So SPW got through and Duffy derating, so he is absolutely spent on the energy. He's done a lot to try and hold the pace early doors.
Mikey, he's only just right behind
Pelly
Pelly here.
Spent on the energy, Jensen.
He won't have anything to defend with.
Mikey just needs to go on the attack now, nothing. I think. You'll see that light flashing and say, oh wait, Pelly has none.
Pelly's
Let's get
not
some...
planned this right at all. Mikey has a chance of the victory here. Come on, Mikey. And Pelly, Pelly goes a bit off. He's got to be careful of Mikey. Mikey, he's got a run now. And Mikey takes the lead of the British Grand Prix in OTL. And that is a costly mistake from Pelly, as he gets a penalty for that. Which, I don't know if he gained time or not from that mistake, but he did leave the track.
I don't think he would have. That is quite a bullshit penalty, in all honesty. Not deserved, because he definitely lost time. Look at the run Mikey got on him. And
SPW as well.
I think he could be under pressure here from Maharton and SPW. SPW looks good for the win. Can he get through in his soft? He's got a 5-lap advantage on the tyre, plus a whole tyre advantage to Mikey. So, as you said, Jensen, SPW is not out of this race.
Yeah, SPW or Mikey is my top 2 prediction, really, at the moment. Nelly is still in the fight as well. He's not passed off to Doofy yet, but he can... If he's in the clean air, he could get the move on with it. And that is Mike in the pits again.
Did they have a moment? And here comes Nelly on Officer Duffy. Not going to come right up into Cox's corner. Carry good speed for being so
he's getting a run here. Don't think he's going to go for a move through here though. That'd be generous of himself. Adam, but I think Adam don't have DRS. He doesn't have DRS. It's going to be an easy move this time for Nelly. It took a while, but he's got through into P5.
Look at SPW now. He is within 2 seconds of that P1 position. Oh, snatches a big outside lock-up, but still makes the apex of the corner.
He needs to get the moves done in the next few laps, otherwise he's just going to see it fall away. So those medium tyres are going to be feeling much better after a few laps, after the softs start to die out. So this DRS train isn't what SPW
Do you think though between Mikey and
Mikey has not had a good run? Mikey's not had a good run, Chris, and Pelly is coming back for more, a little bit of contact maybe there, I don't know. It's just about keeping it good, but Mikey, he's going to try and keep the lead. He blocked Pelly from getting...
Oh, and Pelly's nearly dropped the car there, and that's going to give Maharton the run now, Jensen. He's having all sorts of trouble in the hookup. Oh, no! Pelly's pulled over in his massive contact, and Pelly is out of the race, and that could be a safety car. Oh, he moved over at the wrong time there,
And it is a
and
safety
it is
car.
full course safety car out.
And Mike is back in this race. As
He's not though, because he's
is...
going to pick up the safety car a lap down, right? Oh no, he'll get to go through.
No,
He
he's not a
will
lap
get
down.
to go through.
He's not a lap down. Mike is still in the chance here.
Oh, and I don't think that was the Pelly was really struggling there on traction. I don't think
Martin
he
went for
realised
the inside, I
Martin
think,
had
and
the run. Yeah.
He didn't know Pelly closed the door, and I think that was a bit unfortunate between both of them there.
And
I mean,
Mikey Boxy's
yeah.
SPW now net race leader. Unlucky for Pelly and Maharton there. For me,
That is
that's
interesting, isn't it? Nelly
shocking.
continues though. That is going to be big. Rage Hunter, brand new mediums could come alive at the end of the race, Chris. Well, not
Does
brand
make
new
you feel
mediums,
like the
but
soft tyre's going to be there for this? Ah,
So
unlucky
Mikey-
Pelly, man.
he is sacrificed his race lead with a soft tyre. I would probably say it wasn't really the right call from Mikey there. Because you're going to just be stuck in a train for most of this. You've only got a handful of laps to go, and that's pretty much it. So now Nelly looks on course to possibly winning this race. You've got SPW, of course, leading. Rage Hunter and P3, Ferrari, because of Alfa Romeo, with that retirement, all Ferrari have to do, yeah, I think pretty much that is the constructors done.
Yes,
Unless
I would think
Mike
so.
Mike needs to pick up a podium at least to even have a chance at the constructors for Alfa Romeo, which looks unlikely at the moment, but he's going to come back into this fight. The safety car will come in very late.
And Jensen, look at up top too. Oh boy, do we have a fight for this race win.
These two have been absolutely insane all season. Of course, Sakir was a big one between these two, but this is going to be very interesting, Chris. Who's going to come out on top here for the F. Lewis and P4 as well? Those Rage Hunter and F. Lewis on those relatively new mediums. They're going to be, yeah, I don't know what phrases I could put into it, but they're going to be
strong,
really powerful at the end of this.
Yes, I would agree. So we'll probably do one more safety car lap. Hopefully,
yeah,
Mike is able to catch up. I think he will this time around.
So all I can say is do not underestimate a fresh set of medium tyre.
Yeah, I think Mike should catch the grid here.
I'm gonna ask for an opinion on this. Do you think Mikey has thrown away this win hitting?
And Mike's gone back into the pits.
Randy, I think he was pushing on those tyres,
He's only done
and
one.
that's gonna be another safety car lap then. Okay. That's giving Nelly less laps on SPW then. Could this be some tactic from Mike maybe?
Oh, and he's getting rid of his. Oh no, I thought he was getting rid of penalties. Maybe there. I don't.
I think he was pushing on those tyres to get around, and I think he's just sticking on a new set. And the Surge and S of Suzuki both may have gone a bit slow there, did Adam. Lewis swapped positions there and retook them, but let's see. Safety car will be in next lap, I think, unless it will come in this lap.
I think it's going to come in this lap.
SPW's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. We've never really had an interview with him as well. We've never got to. So
no, maybe no safety car in this lap. I think we're going to get one more.
Yeah. So Chris, do you think SPW would join for an interview if he did win the race?
I bloody well hope so. The guy loves the noise of his own voice, so I'm pretty sure he'll want to listen to it.
Oh, it's a race win.
Yes.
And
I hope he does. So Mike, in the end, maybe made a very good decision.
I think in the end of this race, you're going to have 3 happy guys in this party for interviews, or 1 happy guy and 1 really happy guy.
Yes.
That one being Nelly, but
I think F. Lewis would be pretty happy if he can gain some off the restart as well.
Rage Hunter is the one to gain off here. He can potentially take it. I think he's pretty much safe for the P4 unless Mikey can make some ground through. If Mikey could get the positions going as quick as he can possibly challenge the podium still, but...
And I am interested to see how SPW will control a restart, because he's probably the most canny driver on the grid. He likes to do things a little differently from others, and he can be unpredictable at times, but that's why he is the way he is. So it'll be interesting to see how he approaches this.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Yeah, 6 drivers with penalties. All those drivers 3 seconds of penalties. So when they're fighting together, it'll be track position. Most of them on softs as well. So they're going to bring it. And in a few moments' time, if there only 2 DRS laps for Nelly to have a go at SPW, that's only if he could keep within the gap. It depends. But the safety car coming in this lap now, it didn't come up, but they're slowing down, meaning so Nelly really getting as much temp as possible, and he's trying to get alongside SPW here. He really wants SPW to get going with this, and SPW,
And no rush at all.
He's got to choose a moment here. I think it's got to be an exit, really. Oh, he's getting really alongside Nelly here, or Nelly's getting really alongside SPW. He's trying to compromise SPW from getting an exit here. And SPW, he doesn't get the good exit here. He doesn't get the good restart. And here comes Nelly. Nelly already on the push here as they go through turn 1. Who's going to take the lead into turn 3? Nelly's going up the inside. It was a bit of a close gap. They just shuts the door there, SPW. He keeps the lead as they come onto the next straight. Nelly using absolutely everything. But so is SPW, but surely these guys got to keep some
further back as well. We've got Ranger coming in, Rage Hunter now. He's going to try and slick one down the inside. There's going to be a bit of contact and a squeeze. Well. And look at Mikey. Mikey comes through up into P5, and he looks at Ranger YouTube round the outside. Is he going to get it there? Not quite this time around, but Mikey is absolutely on one in that fresh soft compound tyre, Jensen.
He's got to try and get a move done quickly on Ranger here. Ranger on this old
further back brother. As well. We've got Sibo, Doofy, Surge, Skarma, Mike.
Could win this race still as well, Chris. Those mediums is going to start to be better than the soft tyres soon. And as that's putting in here, he is using a lot of energy.
And here comes Mikey up the inside. Mikey up to P4 already, Jensen. In one lap, he's got 3 of the positions back.
There's a potential win still here for Mikey.
Mikey feels it.
I'd say full send it, Mikey. Nothing to lose. Here's a final race. Go for it.
Let's look at the gaps further back. We have Rob Wills and Skarma having a scrap for that last top 10 position. Sibo fell off a bit. I don't know if he's had a moment or maybe an incident. Skarma takes a lot of grass on the inside, and that's going to let Rob Wills through on the inside line. Skarma gets dead deep on the brakes, shoots his turn 3, and Rob Wills goes through to continue.
He's got a bit of damage as well, Skarma does. So looking at where they are, SPW got a little advantage over Nelly by 3%, I'd say. of energy. There's 4 tenths still between them though. Let's see how they're going to use the energy in these final few laps. SPW's going to be the race of his career here. Because this is a race victory, isn't it? Between these guys. F. Lewis is waiting in the wings. Mikey as well is there. He gets the opportunity, and Mikey might get a run here on F. Lewis, and F. Lewis is not using energy until now. Here we go. Mikey can't get close enough to F. Lewis to make a move, but he might be able to get an exit for the final chicane. No. Oh, and it's been in contact with Mike and Serge, and they both... Oh, Mike is carried on, but Serge is in the wall, and he's... Oh, I don't know... What's happened there?
I was not on board. I was busy watching Mikey attacking F. Lewis. Is Mikey maybe going to look for one here into turn 3 on the brakes? Not quite this time around.
Ranger out as well. Ranger, no, he's out as well. And that is out of turn 1 as well. The guys are starting to retire. Both racing points out within a matter of moments there. That is really
Mikey now has the DRS and he's coming at F. Lewis. F. Lewis D-rate. Mikey looks at the inside line. Not quite this lap around, but he will have DRS. He may have something. Let's get on board with Nelly as he hunts the back SPW.
He needs F. Lewis to use. Mikey's definitely getting through this next lap. Mikey could be with, if he gets through F. Lewis, he could be in the position, because I think Nelly and SPW, they're gonna be giving each other absolutely nothing here. Nelly using absolutely everything down the straight.
And here comes Mikey now. He's going to pull to the inside line on F. Lewis. F. Lewis defends the racing line. Don't think Nell's going to get close enough this time round to SPW, but Mikey will go up into that P3, although F. Lewis looks at it again, back down the inside line. He will have the racing line for the apex of the chicane, but Mikey puts his car in all the right places, and I think he will control that P3.
And look at the energy difference as well, Chris. SPW's got a massive advantage over Nelly here. This is going to be big for him. It's going to make overtaking difficult. This is final lap chance for Nelly. Mikey will be looking ahead here, looking at the opportunities, and it wasn't the greatest run from SPW through that turn, but Nelly gets a bit on the grass. He's using all the overtake, using all the energy here. Into Brooklands, he's going to go for a move. He's going to have to stick behind. He's only got 20% though. SPW, he's got 50%. Can he hold on? Mikey's on the back of these guys. This is going to be a great end to the season between this. So we're going to see any overtake. Nelly, he's out of energy. He's not going to be able to get past on the straight, Chris. Even with DRS, I think SPW's got him covered just by the energy advantage that he has. Here we go through the S's. SPW, a great run through the S's. A great run from Nelly on the exit, but that's not enough. SPW's got enough.
But look at Mikey, Mikey's coming, he's coming up the inside line, he wants that P2, Jensen, he's going to take the inside line.
He's got it.
But look at Nelly's coming back.
Nelly's coming back.
Can he fight it round the outside? Mikey with the car position, Nelly sends it round the inside, Mikey's going to hold the inside line. Nelly tries to cut back, SPW, but Nelly's coming on the outside, it's going to be so close on the line.
Oh my god. What
half a tenth between Mikey and Nelly for P3. Oh.
I've got to admit that absolute.
And my voice went very high pitched. Wow.
Excuse my language, but that was an incredible end to the season. Well worth it building up to this. But what a final few laps. Nelly gave it his all there. He ran out of energy in the end. SPW managed that brilliantly, and Mikey, final moment overtake to get it done. But that is a first victory for SPW in the end. It was going to be a first victory for one of those guys I was hoping for, but it's happened.
Yes. So we should try and get the Northern Irishman in for a chat, as well as our championship winner, and probably our strongest finisher of the season, at the end of the season at least.
Trying get them in. Only if my list loads, which it doesn't.
And commiserations, of course, we should say it. Commiserations to Michael, you valiant effort. As I say, you came swinging to the death. That's all we can ever ask. You fought valiantly. As I said, the gap was big. You chunked it down and chunked it down as much as you could. Last week we could say it put you in a tricky position and it wasn't even in your hands, so a lot of positives to take from the running in the season.
PS4 just doesn't load anything. There we go. Got all three of them now. Hopefully all three join, because it's definitely worth talking to all these guys here. That was one of the best races of the season. I would rank it there with definitely rank it there with Singapore, but what a race. And the race winner has joined, as well as our P2 sitter, and I think our OTL champion of season 2 will join soon. But I think, how are we going to do this, Chris, today?
How do you wish to do it? I want to talk to the Northern Irishman. You can have you can have the rest if you wish.
Sure.
SPW, that was tense.
It was, yeah.
Very well done. Firstly, that's the first and foremost thing. We were just talking about you wins in that pre-race, and did you see yourself being in that situation come the end?
No, I thought I could have got a podium because I had a decent start, but then had to back out because of Martin near spawn. But P5, the top three were a bit too fast for me. I was catching Martin with the top three were too far away, and then safety car didn't really telly pitted as well, so lost a few seconds, and then spawned like an idiot on turn 2 or turn 3. I lost like 7 or 8 seconds to Mikey. So no, I don't think I could win though.
So safety cars of course played a big factor, but sometimes we need a bit of luck. Nelly put good pressure, but I think you positioned your car in all the right places to, I think, borderline, but very, I think within reason. I didn't see anything massively. Nelly fought hard, but ultimately you managed to get him to strain the ERS early, which made it very hard when the DRS came around for him really to capitalise on an overtake.
Yeah, Rage taught me through when to use energy, when to not use energy, so I helped a lot, but yeah.
And then of course Nelly gets caught up in that fight with Mikey right at the end, and they go through, I think, about the last 6 corners side by side, and then I think once you've seen them fighting, happy days.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, well, we spoke about a win and eluding you, and what a better time to get it than the last race of the season, so very well done, sir.
Yeah, glad I went on the control.
Yeah, good decision in the end. So Jensen, I will pass it to you, and our resident Welshman and championship winner.
Yes, we're going to move on to Mikey next, as we're going from first to third tonight. But yeah, Mikey, in my eyes, driver of the day. I know SPW won, but whole performance today was insane. Really, definitely race winning performance from the offset there. But yeah, how was everything in that race? How did you feel?
It was good. I was managing just in the first stint, just to stay with Pelly, and I could attack him a bit, and then on the mediums he was a bit faster than me. So, but I was just thinking of getting a podium, because I knew Nelly would be there at the end. And then obviously the virtual safety car came out, so we both pitted, and then we were just battling through then, and then he lost it, and then I was leading the race, and I was thinking I could win this. I've got plenty of tyres left, and I thought, fuck it, last race season, I'm gonna bang on, set us off, and go racing, and give you guys something to shout about.
Ah, so that's why you pit. Ah.
Yeah, I was honestly like seeing a pit stop and I was thinking, oh, you've thrown away this victory, but seeing the guys at the top of the pace they had, considering you probably may have dropped to P3, but in the end, you managed to fight your way through everyone. In any situation thrown at you, you absolutely overcame everyone. You managed to get past Nelly with it was an amazing run to the line there. Only 400 of a second between you guys. It was. It was, yeah. It was a brilliant. It was a brilliant effort from you guys. I mean, yeah. P7 to P2.
I do feel a bit robbed that SPW won it, but you know, gotta talk about what's down again, idiot.
But yeah, I mean,
Well done, mate. Anyway.
I mean, I thought you thrown away position with that pit stop, but I mean, you thought otherwise, and I think that was the right way to go in the end. So that was a very well-deserved P2. It could have been a win, a bit unlucky the safety cars, but I mean, still very, very good drive, and I'd say you'd be my driver of the day if it comes to it. But any, I'll still consider you SPW as well. But I mean, but now the man we've been waiting to come on to now. It was a little conversation that last week. It was only 1 point in it.
So did I do it?
Possibilities. Oh, but yeah, Nelly, the OTL Season 2 champion of the world. How does that
well,
feel
of OTL,
at first?
I guess.
Whole of OTL, the whole
Well,
of the
it's
world.
well, it's international. Well, international countries. Yeah.
It just sounds right, doesn't it? Season 2 champion Nelly. I think after Season 1, I think it was just I did what I had to do this year, and I think Silverstone today it summed up my whole season. Just never stop fighting, and I brought it home. I agree with Mikey. I'm a bit annoyed if anyone won. SPW had to win, but like,
I think everybody is, don't worry.
to be fair, for the first time this season, I don't have any complaints about his driving. So he defended very well. So I'd like to respect him for that. I'm still going to egg his window, but like respect. But like, yeah. From considering if. SVW said he spun as well. Considering I was facing the wrong way, I got hit by. I don't know what Mike was doing. I think he just misjudged it. I don't think he did it on purpose, obviously. But like,
yeah, we saw that it was a weird one. That we saw you both in a spin and both at the back there, but
yeah, the thing is
yeah.
when you come round Stowe, you have to.
Yeah,
I had to lift off, otherwise I would have got a track limit warning. But
you
it
have
was
to
just
try and give each other space, don't you? It's like a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
tricky one to do. So
It is the way it cuts back in, but like it was apart from that, considering I was the wrong way round off at the end of lap 2 to bring it home in. I was about to say second, but I remember I got mugged on the line. So respect to Mikey. I burned through my ERS too much. I didn't need to. I really didn't need to, but I was just so excited about the possibility of overtaking and winning a race from the back of the grid. I think I just got too excited, but I did what I needed to do. The right person won the championship, big, and yeah. I think after season 1 and season 2, I think I'm the guy now.
Well needed.
And I think I deserved it. I kicked ass in the first half of the season and just didn't crack under pressure in the second half, because the second half is Wheel City, the pad struggles. So congrats to Mike, congrats to SPW and Mikey as well. Thank you to OTL. What a season we've had. I think last year was really good, but this year was even better, especially because it was so close at the top as well. And I look forward to next season in OTL Elite, racing with guys that are just ridiculously out of my league. So I look forward to
Well, you are-
finally racing with you and Chris. So
Well, I'd say you are in that league of drivers. I mean, if let's just, I'm gonna visit back to season 1 anyway. Of course, Glock pretty much dominated that season. You had to be a runner-up to him pretty much most of the time. But you're talking about this season. You had Mike, who came back a bit, but you managed to match him, outpace him in many races as well. And considering Mike has won a race in OTL Elite as well, so you aren't really gonna be like slapped down out
No,
of
definitely
contention
not.
in that. So
I'm learning every single race as well. I'm still getting faster. This has been my first full season with these new settings, like on my controller and like so like it's just I'm getting faster every week, and looking forward to a new break, new game. It could be pad OP again. We don't know. It's going to be so interesting. We're going to see what happens. So I really look forward to next season. Congrats to everyone. Shout out to my brother, always supporting me. Thank you for calling me and waking me up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here. So yeah, shout out to Serge, and just thanks to everyone. And I look forward to just kicking it with the best next season.
from
Congrats on the championship, mate. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
from being asleep to finishing on the podium to win the championship, there it is.
What if
From-
I won? I could have milked that for years. Oh my god.
But that
That
is
is okay.
that is that from your OTL Season 2 champion Nelly, and that is that from our race winner SPW and our second place man Mikey and Chris. I think one last thing
Yes.
to do.
Driver of the day.
The last driver of the day of the
I
season.
hold the last bit of calls in my hand. Oh, he just coughed at me. Now I don't want to do what I was going to do. Ah.
If it was on me, I would go Mikey, but I would consider SPW and Nelly, of course, in that as well. But
I haven't won it
I'm going to
once.
leave it to you, Chris,
Mikey is
on this
lost,
one.
so let's get that out and milk him. Let's go against him.
So my initial thought after the race was SPW. I mean that in no badness to Mikey, but I still think Mikey could have won that race with the pace he showed even early in the mediums if he didn't pit. Still made it exciting, like you said, and thank you for that. But yeah, Mikey's been stringing a lot of good results. If you look at his last 6 run-ins in the season, you would say Mikey on the podium. That's expected, but SPW to not only get on the podium but get the win, I think that's deserved. So he gets it, as much as that hurts.
So good, mate. Well done.
And that hurts even more. So on that note, yes, OTL's been a great season. Me and Jensen's had a lot of fun, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, but that's racing and it will forever continue. And until next season, we will see you then.